Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be another reaction video. I'm going to react to, it's Ms. Mojo, and the video is Top 10 Pretty Little Liars Plot Holes You Didn't Notice. Now, I would like to think that I will notice these. I would have noticed these because I have seen Pretty Little Liars a lot of times. I don't even know how many times, but enough to probably have noticed the things in here. If I haven't noticed the plot holes that they mention, I'm going to be very shocked. But I'm a big fan, so I don't know. And I watched it recently, so I've just finished it because it's on BBC iPlayer just now. So if you're in the UK, I think it's just a UK thing. It's on iPlayer because they took it off Netflix, which I'm raging about, but it's okay. So it's on BBC iPlayer. So I just rewatched it, like finished it like maybe a month or two ago. So we can do it like a brother, do it. Oh, also, how cute is this jumper? I thought it was really cute. I mean, I feel like it makes me look like I've got a big fat neck, but it's okay. I don't mind having a fat neck. Why not? Let's do it. When the ads come off, that'll be good.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today
I'm quite a good liar.
Picks for the top 10 plot holes in Pretty Little Liars you didn't notice.
Sure.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest
Of
video.
course. Do it.
For this list, we're looking at the worst unresolved
My
plot
gals.
holes or leaps in logic found in Marlene King's Pretty Little Liars. Obviously, spoilers for the entire series will be included.
Okay.
Number 10, Charlotte's Endless Cash.
Well, yeah, I know, but she had loads of money, yeah. I never understood that.
Born as Charles Drake before transitioning into
True.
a woman, Cece Drake loves to mess with the Pretty Little Liars. A big fan of elaborate torture schemes and horrific dollhouses, Charlotte tends to go
The whole
above
dollhouse
and
thing
beyond
still
what is
baffles me.
expected out of a typical psychopath.
Am I the only one who has goosebumps?
No. So, how did Cece fund all of those extravagant projects?
The
only explanation is
thingy.
that mysterious kerosene.
Yeah, because I couldn't remember what it's called.
To her family funded Cece's plans, but that's nothing more than speculation.
Charles has his own cellular network, and the servers are located at the Kersini Group.
Either way, Charlotte knows a thing or two about investing money.
But then Sarah Harvey still annoys me to this day.
Number 9, who was in the barrel?
Who was in the barrel? I don't know. I think it was just a decoy. Something there to distract them, thinking it was Mona when it wasn't Mona.
Victims backfires stupendously. The original A plans to share evidence of Allison's wrongdoing with the Pretty Little Liars.
Just an empty suit.
It still makes no sense that they put, like, when Mona died, they put Mona in the back of that car and made it look like she was dead to us. Like, why would they do that? I don't get that.
Murdered. And when the liars find a large barrel in a storage unit,
yeah, I think it was just a decoy. So it's not plot hole, I didn't notice.
She's in there.
A quick glance would put this mystery to bed, but the liars just assume that Mona's dead.
Just looking at.
Mona later shows up alive, so who or what was in there? Later on, showrunner Marlene King revealed that there was a medical school cadaver in the barrel. Number 8, NAT Club.
Someone has been spying on us for years.
See this, I hate Ian so
A plot
much.
hole or just poorly explained? Why not both? The NAT Club was introduced.
I see. What is it? I see everything, or I see all.
NAT Club. What's that?
Never heard of it.
Started by Jason De Laurentiis, Ian Thomas, and Garrett Reynolds, the club's name stands for a Latin phrase meaning "we see all."
We see all.
Which
That's it.
sounds ominous, but is really just a fancy way to describe a bunch of peeping toms.
Ian, NAT forever.
That's disgusting.
Jason.
Rentis?
The group filmed teenage
Why doesn't
girls
it explain
in
why,
various
like, they were all
situations and
spying
used
on them?
videos to blackmail their victims. The show largely avoided going into detail.
Also, they don't really speak that much about how Jenna always thought it was Garrett that killed Ali.
How their videos were collected. The whole
Like,
thing just kind of
the whole
went
time she
nowhere
thought it was
and had
Garrett.
no real connection to the endgame.
I didn't film any of those videos.
You watched them. Didn't you?
Number 7, Eddie Lamb and Aria.
You the new volunteer?
What? That there's like this whole thing that they knew each other when they were growing up or younger.
Aria?
A throwaway line that brought up so many questions. Employed as a nurse at Radley Sanitarium, Eddie Lamb sporadically showed up to move the plot forward and provide Spencer with a
Sporadically?
little bit of
What's a good word?
information.
Eddie, are you the person behind the trouble with the visitors' passes? Did you let somebody in?
No, babes, that was Ryan
Privy
Kingston.
to more than
Your
a couple
fave.
of dirty little secrets. We expected big things when Eddie seemed to recognize Aria, who was volunteering for the first time at Radley.
You saw her
You
name.
volunteered for the reading program last year.
Oh yeah, you recognise her. Probably recognise her because you know Spencer and stuff.
Then disappears from the show completely, leaving Eddie and Aria's past up for debate.
I feel like we've met before.
I don't think so.
Number 6. Cece films her mother's burial and sends the video to Allison.
Mom. Mommy.
Oh yeah.
Admittedly,
Okay, I didn't remember. I forgot about this. I noticed it, but I forgot.
Charlotte is a psychopath and behaves accordingly.
Because they sent the text. Well, Charlotte would have sent the text to the girls about her being dead.
Still, Cece's adoptive mother, Jessica De Laurentiis, was the only person who ever truly loved Charlotte, and the feelings seemed to be mutual.
Mom was the only person who ever really loved me.
After Cece discovered
Yeah, because no one else knew you were.
the girl proceeded to
And your
bury
dad
her
thought you were
mother
dead.
and send a brutal video of the act to her adoptive sister Allison.
Yeah.
Even though
That
the
is weird,
siblings'
isn't it?
relationship was turbulent at best,
But
Charlotte
she
was
had to
willing
make it look
kill
like it
to
wasn't.
protect Allison. So
No.
sending this video
She had to make it
seemed
look like it was
counterproductive.
her. Even though it wasn't necessarily her. I don't like that they just were like, oh, Mary Drake did
Number
it.
5. Officer's murder.
Yeah, he just had it out for them though, didn't he?
What happened that summer?
Why thoroughly investigate a murder you've already solved? A former student of Rosewood High and Allison's rumored beach hottie, Officer Wilden is
I think he
assigned
was
to
just set up
investigate
that it was
Allison's
her, but then again he knew it wasn't the whole time, so I think he was just trying to pin it on them because he knew that Cece did it because Mrs. D paid off Wilden to cover it up, did he not? Did she not? In fact, yeah, she did.
In season 6's 10th episode, Pretty Little Liars revealed that Wilden knew Allison was
Mhm.
alive, and Jessica De Laurentiis paid off the cop to cover up Cece's involvement.
Exactly.
Are you talking about Wilden? He found out you were alive. Wilden was never gonna let you come back and tell your story.
As the corrupt detective knew the truth, continuing the
why
investigation
Wilden
only
died.
risked exposing Wilden's secret. Number 4, Ren gives Cece a visitor pass.
Yeah,
for
why?
Bradley.
I did everything you asked me to.
As a sign of things to come, Charlotte's debut resulted in a plot hole. Pretending to be a
See,
former
when they
victim
found
of
this
Allison named
the CC
Drake,
pass, they
Charlotte
should have
convinced
went with.
Dr.
They
Ren
had the whole
Casey to
CC
find out
plot,
the visitor
and they were
pass
like,
to
oh, it's
Jessica
CC,
Bonnet,
it's CC,
who
it's
was
CC,
not
and then they just kind of
allowed
went
to
off it because they thought it was a guy, and then they got distracted again by Melissa. I'm pretty sure. And they were like, oh, it's Melissa, and then it's someone else.
At the time,
They should have
Charlotte
stuck to the
was a
CC thing.
patient
They
at
had it.
Radley, ignoring why the master criminal even needed a visitor pass. How did nobody at Radley recognize that Cece and
Yeah,
Charlotte were one and
it
the
doesn't
same?
make sense.
Tell me more.
There's so much stuff in the show that doesn't make sense, to be honest, though, isn't there?
I need to know everything.
Like,
Number 3, Bethany dressed in Allie's clothes.
But once the police were called, did you see
oh,
what?
another plot hole that doesn't make sense, that Marion died when Charlotte or Charles was a child because Bethany pushed off as she was a child, but Miriam was alive when Alison and Toby were in the room and he was a teenager then.
Bethany Young escaped
So it doesn't make
by
sense.
stealing Charlotte's clothes and
Like,
signing out under her
they
name.
fucked up there.
I thought Bethany, she was wearing Allison's clothes. Another set of Allison's clothes. There had to be a duplicate set. Allie wasn't walking around naked.
In a strange
The fact that
twist of
Mona
fate,
also
Bethany's
thought she
borrowed
killed
outfit
Ali.
perfectly matched the clothes
Oh no,
worn by
she thought she
Allison,
killed.
right down to a bracelet with Allison's name
She
on
thought she
it.
hit.
Are you saying it was
Wait,
Allison's
what?
idea that
Who did she
Bethany
kill?
had this place? Tell me another way that Bethany ends up
Mona
like that.
killed.
Unfortunately, Mona mistook Bethany for Allison and hit the girl with a shovel
Yeah.
before Melissa Hastings
Melissa
made the
buried
exact
her.
same mistake and buried Bethany alive. Apparently, Mona and Melissa hated Allison enough to commit murder, but failed to realize that they killed the wrong person.
Bethany had blonde hair and she was dressed just like Allison. I killed an innocent person.
She wasn't
Number
innocent.
2, Marion Kavanaugh's death.
You look this. Look at the age of them there. But then she dies when Charles is tiny, but Charles, well, Cece is older than
It's 4
Toby.
o'clock.
Sorry? I did notice this
Are you okay?
because it annoys me
Remember
so
when
much.
character deaths were simple? Because Pretty Little Liars definitely does not.
And they covered it up
Due to a
and
flashback in season 4 involving a teenage Toby and Allison,
See?
we assumed Marion committed suicide during her son's high school years.
yeah.
I'm just a little tired.
But then apparently she died when she was
I'm
young.
just a little tired, Mom.
Okay.
I think something's going on with you.
Obviously, such a straightforward explanation was too boring for Pretty Little Liars, so it was later revealed that a 10-year-old Bethany killed Marion and framed a young Charlotte. Taking into account that Cece is 17 years older than Allison, there's no way Marion could have been alive when Toby was a teenager.
17 years? What?
What did you do? What did I do?
I thought she was the same age as Jason. Really?
Number 1,
Oh.
Charlotte De Laurentiis.
Don't be so dramatic, Allie.
Cece?
I mean, it always made sense for it to be
They're
Cece.
not dead.
Charles thing was a shock, but the Cece thing, the whole bit after it.
Cece's visitor pass and unlimited funds are just the tip of the iceberg. In this case, every new revelation only further cemented Charlotte as the queen of plot holes.
Yeah, like I like this plot hole. They should have ended it here, realistically.
In the yearbook.
Do you even go to school here?
No.
No. But I'll be the prettiest girl in the yearbook.
Cece was also allowed to attend college during her institutionalization, on the condition that she returned to Radley after class. Yet, Charlotte still had a roommate at UPenn.
When Cece dropped out of UPenn and left for LA, she was still paying rent. At least I thought she was.
Oh, and Charlotte dated her biological cousin / adoptive brother under her CC.
Okay, yeah, because Cece's not even Jessica's child, I keep forgetting this. It's Mary's child, who then... That means she's sisters with Spencer as well. The whole show is so confusing. I hate when, like... It's like, oh, this person's your brother, this person's your sister, this person's related to you. You're related to them. Who you thought were your parents are not your parents. Who you thought was. Like, what? Like, Spencer just literally... and then you've got an evil twin as well, an evil British twin.
Apparently, they never consummated
Okay.
the relationship.
Sure.
Still, that's just gross.
They should have left
I know
it
what you're
before
gonna
that.
say. It's screwed up that
The
I dated
twin
my
thing.
brother. Did you guys? Okay, that's just sick, Allie.
My
Like I said,
brother.
it's my brother.
Do you agree with our picks?
Oh.
Check out these other great clips from Ms.
Yeah,
Mojo
like,
and subscribe for new
it just
videos
baffles my
every
brain.
day.
Boggles my brain. Yes, I did notice pretty much all of those. At some point, almost everyone could have been What was the point of Sarah Harvey? Yeah, God knows. I think they just needed another blonde girl to throw in the mix. Do you not think? I mean, I liked the Ezra book thing. I thought that was good. It did make it look like it was Ezra. Yep, Sarah was irrelevant. Yeah, also, yeah, no helping Charlotte in the dollhouse. No and Jenna just not liking them. Shauna, like, did nobody remember the plot hole where we don't know how the mums got out of the basement? Well, they said something about the basement a wee bit, but it's a joke now, I think. Ren should have been AD, no. I mean, Lisa Ren was involved, but then also Alex kills Ren and then uses his to fertilise Emily's eggs, and then that was that's the worst plotline. Letting Emily donate her eggs and then getting them fertilised, and like, what? Putting them in Alison? Nah. Someone whoever wrote that's messed up, man. Yeah, there's definitely something about Arya and Radley, probably, but like you wouldn't find out now because you know. Apparently, instead of being in Iceland, Arya was at Radley. What would she be at Radley for? I know her family hasn't had mental illness. It was like her uncle or something, so maybe, but I don't. Someone wrote on the comment of the post, the whole Eddie and Arya plot hole only exists because the writers changed Arya from being the ultimate A. Makes total sense if she had dissociative identity disorder, DID. Well, that's what I mean. Like, I think if Arya had something like that, it would make sense. And Arya being the final AD, maybe that still makes more sense than the whole Alex thing. Like, just making one of the lads have an evil twin. It's just, I don't know, it's just too predictable, like, and boring, I think. Yeah, Cece's not 17 years older than him. Yeah, Cece's not 17 years older than him. Oh yeah, because there's a flashback of Charles basically drowning Ally in the bathtub. Yeah. I was about to say, there's no way it's 17 years older than her. I think Cece was a few years older than... She's the same age as Jason, or like near enough. I think it was like Jason and Charlie at the time were similar ages, so like maybe a year or two apart, and then Alison would have been like a few years apart from them. So until like Jason, Ian, and Garrett would have been the same age because they were all in the yearbook. I assume they graduated same time, which means age as well. So, and I think I would say Ian and Melissa and stuff are probably a good 4 or 5 years older than the Liars. That's what I would assume. Somebody put, I had Arya I thought Arya was going to have the evil twin when Eddie recognised her. Also thought he was in the barrel since he disappeared. Oh, maybe he was in the barrel. But the barrel thing, if that had a thing, they should have done that by now, like. Yeah, I think the Eddie thing was when she just, like, maybe she just visited Spencer. And the reason they made it like a quiet thing is because Arya was there, like, to spy on them. Like, she was volunteering to, like, get info on Bethany. Like, the people are deepening that, and it's not that deep. Yeah, everyone hates the ending. Like, the whole Alex thing. Basically, my conclusion here is, they messed up big time with the Marianne situation, which I think they probably do realise, because fans would have probably pointed out a lot of times. So Marlene King was probably just like, whatever. And then the basement thing's meant to be like this funny thing now, where it's like, oh, how did they get out of the basement, which is kind of funny. And then other than that, the plot holes I definitely noticed, and like that were included in the video. And I think overall PLL, I love the show, but it does just go on too long, didn't it? Like this video, it goes on for too long when it's not needed at all. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, so I'm gonna end this video here. If you didn't notice the plot holes in this that came up, I'm glad I can introduce you to it. Please let me know in the comments below what you thought about PLL, if there's anything else that you have noticed about the show that you want to tell me, because I'm very intrigued, because I feel like there's nothing I don't know about it, or nothing that I might need to remember. But if anyone's got anything else that's like very strange, please let me know. But yeah, so thank you for watching this video. I will be making more like this soon, and yeah, goodbye.